It's been a big process for me, actually. I mean, even just this year, I sort of learned how much salt I needed to race an Ironman. Some of the fatigue that I was feeling, I was mistaking it for fatigue, and it was actually more just salt depletion. And making that change also calmed down my stomach so that I could process more food on the bike for an Ironman distance, and really for a half as well. I also kind of learned that anything even remotely solid just didn't work for me. And I mean, this is coming from me. I don't have the same background as Joe of 16 years of racing. I've been doing this for maybe 5 or 6 years now, 6 years. And I feel like every time I learn something new, but definitely I've honed it down to where now my nutrition consists mostly of liquid stuff. I mean, on the bike, I'm doing primarily gel all the way through an Ironman. And when I get to the run, I'm basically on Coke and water. And yeah, it's not really trying to take in a whole lot of gels at that point. There's no blood really working in your stomach very well to process that kind of food. It's really hard to get any sort of digestion going on. But it's a really individual thing. You have to experiment, and it's really hard to get that experimentation dialed in training because it's hard to replicate the effort of a race in training. I mean, you can do it during intervals. That's probably your best bet, but really, I mean, you kind of have to treat, I think, race as like an opportunity to learn something every single time, where maybe you tweak something small. I'm not suggesting huge changes, but certainly some small changes might lead to, some big breakthroughs for you. So I just use basic salt tabs, but I take about, one salt tab, sometimes 2 salt tabs an hour on the bike during an Ironman. So I end up taking about 6 to 8 tabs on an Ironman bike, which it's quite a bit of salt. But that's, I mean, for, compared to what I was doing, which was essentially relying on Gatorade or, whatever else was on the course. I wasn't taking any sort of outside salt. And, that was just an oversight, something I never really thought I needed. And for me, it's been a big breakthrough. Like I said, something I thought was muscle fatigue was really just my body sort of shutting down from lack of salt, and magnesium. So yeah, but I mean, eight tabs over the course of a bike, and then I'll take a few more in an Ironman run. So a marathon run, I'll take another 2 or 3 tabs on the run.